Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is IELTS Cambridge-19 Test-1 Reading Passage 1. Today's topic, how tennis racket have changed. At first we'll look for a keyword from the question. Here is our question from 1 to 7. True, false, not given question. To solve true, false, not given, we have to follow some steps. At first, we will select keyword from the question. And second, we go through the passage and find out our keyword. Whenever we find out keyword, after that, read the sentence very carefully and try to understanding the meaning. If we don't understand the meaning of the sentence, of the passage and question, then we cannot get right answer. To get right answer, understanding paraphrase and synonym is very crucial. In question number 1, people had expected Andy Murray. Andy Murray is a keyword to become the world's top player for at least 5 years before 2016. Here 2016 Andy Murray is our keyword. We take at least 2 or 3 keyword. In second question, the change that Andy Murray made to his racket attract a lot of attention. Here is Andy Murray change. Racket attract a lot of attention. Question number 3. Most of the world's top player take a professional racket stringer on tour with them. Mike and Bob Byron use racket that are light to comparison to the majority of racket. Question number 5. Warren Fisher Spaghetti with a spaghetti strong racket that he designed himself. So here Warren Fisher is keyword played with spaghetti strong racket that designed by himself. Designed by himself, it is the main word we have to match with this. Question number 6. The weather can affect. Weather we have to find out the weather effect. A professional player adjusts the string with their racket. Question 7. It was believed that the chains fed some press made to his racket contribute to his strong serve. We have selected our keyword. Now we'll go through the passage. Here is the passage, and now we'll try to find our keyword. In question number 1, we again try to read. Here's the question number 1. People had expected Andy Murray become the world's top tennis player at least 5 years before 2016. The change of Andy Murray made the racket attract a lot of attention. Now we find Andy Murray, the change attract attention in 2016. We don't need to go through the whole passage. We'll just try to find out our keyword. Whenever we find out keyword, then we'll read the sentences. Here in 2016, we find at the beginning of the passage we find professional tennis player Andy Murray ranked as the world's number 1. So here this he was the world's number player in 2016. So there is no anything about 5 years like prediction. Here as in question says, the people predicted or people expected he will be the world's top tennis player before 2016. To get more information, we have to read at least more 2 or 3 sentences. It was incredible achievement standard. There is no anything here. During the period consider. There is no information about here. At least yes, here is yet 5 years previous, like 5 years ago, he had regarded as a talented outsider who entered but never won major tournament. Question says people expected he became world's top tennis player at least 5 years before, but passage says 5 years before he never won major tournament. So This question is contrast with this passage, so it will be false. That Andy Murray made his racket attract a lot of attention. Most of the World Cup player. Let's find this thing. Change anything. On of change. Yes, we find change. The amount of his transformation that's modifying on his visible. The widely. There's no information. This in 2016, Mary invited former number of player, and this coaching valuable addition, visible impact, player playing style. There is no information here. Another change. Another change said that was so subtle as to pass more or less unnoticed. So here it says unnoticed. Another change. In another change, subtle, unnoticed. But in question says made racket attract lot of attention. So question number 2 also contrast with the passage. So question number 2 is false. Question number 3, most of the world's top players take a professional racket stringer on the tour with them. Mike and Bob Bryan. Here is mentioned that we didn't find here any kind of world's top player. Let's find another. Next question. The main while contain the with the modification of Mary made just for number of option available to player looking like improper. We have to find world top player, tourist player or tour player. We find as touring professionals. Touring professional have their racket customized their specific need. Says Holland triple. Question on 3 said in question 3 said most of the world's top player. There is no mention anything world's top player. The professional racket straightener. We find it and a tour with them. So it's a not given. 4. In question number 4 says Mike and Bob Byron use racket that are light to comparison to the majority of racket. So what's the said? Mike and Bob what's use? Let's find Mike and Bob's. Where is the Mike and Bob's? Byron, the player. Yes, we find Mike and Bob Byron. The example very particular with our racket specification. They says all our racket are sent for manufacture to Florida, where our frames go through a thorough customization process. They explain how they have adjusted not only racket length but even experiment with different kind of paint. The racket they use now weight more than the average model and also have a denser string pattern. So they modified their racket as a length by painting and adding more weight than average, but there is no information about the lighting comparison. They do other things without lighting comparison, so it is a false. Question number 5. Werner Fischer played with spaghetti strong racket that he designed himself. What is the spaghetti strong? Primary design. Modification is simple between thinner chains as result. Modification. Racket modification mainly 1960. Player. Yes, fine. Werner Fischer started playing with the so-called spaghetti strong racket. It created a string bed and generated too much topspin that quickly banned. Is banned by the International Tennis Federation. Werner Fischer started playing with spaghetti strong racket. That means he play with this which ban for top spin. So decrease. There is no information about this, so it is a not given. Question number 6. The weather can affect how professional player adjust the string on their racket. The weather, we have to find something. Whether professional player adjusting their racket. Question number 7. It was believed that change Pat Humphreys made his racket contributed to his strong service. Strong serve. Find weather and Pat Humphreys. Motivation believe two category. Here's the two category. Sting bait those racket. Frame. Format common. The latter twist. String tension. There is anything professional player. Experiment constantly change. Depending various factor including surface, climate, condition. Yes, it is the weather type. Game style. Even change. Yes, other thing change depend on how they feel at a time. What's the question says? Weather can affect professional player adjust their string on their racket. And the passage says they will continually, that's constantly change in depending on various factor. That means their racket change for various factor including surface and climate. Whether they will continually change that depend on various factor including climate change, climate condition, climate condition. So uh, we can decide it. Weather can affect, yes, climate can affect the professional player adjust string the racket. Yes, it's true. It is a true. It is believed that pet pet some phrase to find out where is the pet some phrase. At the time, tennis racket strong natural mode layer of sheep and cows. Change 97 developing cheaper durable nylon are used there. Hybrid setup synthetic natural string use. Copolyester widely used tennis revolution. There is no pet fiber beyond remembering chains. Here is it. We find pet some spray was attributed. We find pet some spray. This example begin from here. Much of the surviving power of the professional player pet some spray to the addition of 4 or 5 lead weight into the racket. Into his racket, and today many professionals have the weight adjust during the manufacturing process. That's mean it is believed that means common people believe Pat Sampre made his racket. Yes, he made his racket contributed this attributed strong serve. uh, Here is clearly mentioned that Pet Sampre attributed addition 4 or 5 lead weight to his racket, and today many professionals is said about contribution. Sampre editing his racket by himself. Another thing on today's also said that. So we can decide that it is also true.